Hi YouTube and welcome to another video. Yes, I'm back home for the weekend. I'll be taking all this stuff over to Salford when I go back. But I thought I'd do something a bit different this time. I'm going to talk about CW's The Flash, which starts on the 7th of October. The pilot episode was leaked online a few weeks ago, and I've been fortunate enough to see it for the first time. And this is my review on what I thought about it and what I think about the series. So this video is going to contain a lot of spoilers, so obviously if you want to keep the series spoiler free, then I suggest you look away now and keep yourself out of the loop, because I'm going to reveal plot points. So here we go. So this episode was called City of Heroes, which is also the first name of the second season of Arrow, which starts again on the same week that The Flash does, on the same channel. And the first episode of Flash is a origin story of The Flash. We see a young Barry Allen, who's played by Grant Gustin, and how he accepts becoming The Flash. The young version of The Flash opens the episode, and we see him as a child talking to his mother, who is then murdered by a mysterious blur that's quick, but it's yellow, which makes me believe that later on in the series we're going to see Reverse Flash. But because he isn't the Flash yet, I'm assuming that it's from a later date in time, so from the future possibly. But either way, his mother is murdered, and because no one believes that it was this yellow blur, his father gets accused of killing his mother. His father's played by John Wesley Shipp, who played the Flash in the 90s, in the TV series in the 90s, which I thought was a cool little Easter egg that they added into the series. And then we see Barry Allen grown up, played by Grant Gustin, as I said, who we know from Glee. And he is a forensic investigator for the police department. The thing that I found really cool was when he's doing his forensic investigating, we see little titles on the screen, which remind me a lot of the sort of titles we see on Sherlock. I thought that was a cool little addition to the series. And then he goes to Star Labs, where he meets Harrison Wells. And then during one night, he actually is in one of the labs at Star Labs, and a particle accelerator causes a massive thunderstorm, which then zaps him, and he has this big accident, and he puts him into a coma for 9 months. And it also affects Harrison Wells, the doctor I was just talking about. He becomes paraplegic after this accident, and the next time we see him in a wheelchair. And then when he wakes up after 9 months, we are met by two people. He's being treated by Dr. Caitlin Snow, who is the alter ego of Killer Frost, so I'm assuming at some point in the series we're going to see Killer Frost. Then Caitlin obviously getting some superpowers of some kind, and she's aided by Cisco Ramon, who is the superhero Vibe. And he even jokes in the episode, I think I'm getting a bad vibe, which is a play on the play on his character. So I'm assuming that we're going to meet Vibe at some point in the series as well. During the episode, Barry Allen is coming to terms with being the Flash, but he's also trying to stop a criminal called Clyde Morden, who escapes in an aeroplane. But during the storm, the aeroplane is hit and it falls down, and we assume that he's dead. But he too has become a super villain called the Weather Wizard, and he causes this huge tornado which the Flash then has to stop. And he does the whole running really fast at the speed of light thing that we saw, and it becomes a blur, very like the blur that we saw at the start of the episode, but with the yellow one. So Central City's got a new hero, and obviously he stops this happening. But during this time, his father figure, Barry Allen's father figure, Joe West, Detective Joe West, finds out he's the Flash and wants him to stay away from his daughter, who, from the episode we gather, he's got a crush on. And but she gets a boyfriend. So yeah, I thought the episode was really great. I thought it explored the idea of the Flash really well. I'm glad that they've picked the Flash up. The Flash isn't a hero that everyone is that familiar with, and I think introducing him into having a series with him is a great idea. And then obviously we've seen Barry Allen in Arrow in season 2, and we also see Stephen Amell as Arrow. In this episode, he has a cameo appearance at the end just saying, "Be brilliant, be a hero, and wear a mask." And so we see him in his Flash costume saving people in Central City, which was a cool way to finish the episode. So yeah, but I will say about the cliffhanger at the end of the episode, this is quite spoilery. So we see Harrison Wells in Star Labs, but he's in a secret area that I don't think no one else knows about. And he looks on this big screen, and it's a newspaper clipping from 10 years in the future, which says that the Flash is missing. And we see Harrison Wells stand up, so he's lying about being paraplegic. So I don't know whether he's a good character or an evil character. It hasn't been worked out yet. But I'm looking forward to the series and seeing the series develop. There's been some confirmed characters from the comics who are going to be in it. So Wentworth Miller will be playing Captain Cold later in the series. There's also been talks of having people like the Clock King, Firestorm, Plastique, Multiplex, the General, Girder, and Heatwave all in this series. So I'm looking forward to October the 7th coming along quickly. The episode is available to see online if you don't want to wait that long. But for those who are going to watch the episode, let me know what you think about it. If you do watch it, leave a comment on the video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will be back later in the week with I'm going to review Gotham, which is the Batman prequel, which is starting on Monday on Fox, which I'm so excited for. I'll be doing a review of that, as well as my Time Heist Doctor Who Series 8 Episode 5 review. I think I'm going to just keep it to the 3 for now, because obviously I'll be starting uni soon and we'll have to work. But if another show pops up in the meantime, I'll probably do reviews on them as well. Just some of the things that I like. But yeah, overall it was dead good. I thought it was really well done, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the series. So that's all for me this time, but as I said, check out the rest of my videos, and I'll be posting my Gotham video next week and my Time Heist video next week. So and all this stuff should be in Salford by then. So bye for now.